Okay, it was raining a little earlier, but now it seemed like it stopped. Hopefully it holds up just for a couple of more minutes and I can get some flight practice in. The first thing I read that was really bad though, does anyone here run a Mac as using the latest Sierra? Apparently, I don't know what you would call it, an oversight or potentially a bug. I think it's more of an oversight. Usually when you log into administrative panels, you have to put in your username and your passwords. But apparently there's something here where all you need to do is type in your name as root, like R-O-O-T, and it'll allow you to log in with all your privileges. Like, wow, what an oversight or security flaw. This is the latest update too. I know some people created this animated pictures to show you how easy it is to get in with administrative privileges. And it says this guy here found it at first and he posted it on Twitter and to DMs basically the Apple support. We noticed a huge security issue at Mac OS High Sierra. Anyone can log in as root with empty password after clicking on login button several times. Are you aware of it, Apple? And afterwards they respond to it, say, let's take a closer look at what's happening now together. Send us a DM that includes your Mac model along with your Mac OS version. We'll meet up with you there. That is nuts in terms of how, again, I'd call it like an oversight in terms of the program and all that. Yeah, so if there's any of you guys that fall under this category, you better look into it. I think the easiest solution is to essentially just create a password for the quote root user ID. I think that should solve it temporarily. It's kind of crazy how that's there when this is the quote latest update. Although it makes you wonder how many times there's stuff like this where it goes unreported. Like when people find bugs like this, they basically just exploit it without actually telling anybody. Okay, I think I got some neat shots there. It was one of those pick your shots, which one you want, because the light was dying fast. There were two pieces of drone stuff that was kind of interesting. That made me kind of think if people would actually do this. This one says, inside look at Jacksonville's Tethered Drone builder. Now to my understanding with this drone, they're basically proposing, I guess, for things like for the Inspires or anything like that. Instead of finding a way, I guess, to make it last longer with a bigger battery, they're gonna, I guess, tether the drone so that way it can supply a infinite amount of power. I mean, it says here, drone aviation manufactures tethered drones and blimp-like aircraft called aerostats. The devices are connected to ground components through a proprietary tether that carries power and communications. Thanks to the tether, the drones have virtually unlimited flying time, an unhackable line of communication and ability to carry heavy payloads. From the sounds of it, it's meant more for military purposes, but I guess they're gonna be giving it out to civilian drones, since a lot of civilian drones are the ones that professionals use nowadays too. And it says the company has also launched a commercial kit that provides a tether and power pack that pairs with the best-selling drones of DJI, the #1 drone manufacturer. The kit enables commercially available drones to fly indefinitely and comes with a patent-protected tether release which automatically manages the tension of the tether. The kit costs $12,000. I don't think that's for a recreational flyer at that price. Would you actually use something like that as a commercial flyer? I would imagine this would be good for maybe something like a film set. Because normally you'd have, like, say, a crane there, it's just staying there waiting to get the shot. And in this case, if you want the drone flying there forever, basically, it's better to have something like this than to swap out the batteries every single time. I've never actually thought about this, actually, like in terms of the tech or how to fly a drone and power it this way. I can imagine it actually would be useful, even for a recreational person, if there's something more reasonable price-wise. For example, going up to the hike, and all you want is like long pans of the mountains, or maybe some people want to do things like time-lapse, for example. It'll probably be really useful in that case. Though I wonder, wouldn't that kind of make the drone itself too hot because you have to shut it off after a while anyways? And the other one here, definitely not for a recreational user. MIT developing Mach 0.8 rocket drone for the Air Force. The Firefly hopes to be an explosive solution. This is literally, by the sounds of it, like a rocket drone, literally. And it says here the drone can fly up to speeds of roughly 614 miles per hour. Dubbed the Firefly, the drone is essentially a mini rocket. Yeah, you think at that speed? Holy smokes. It was in explaining how with rocket ships, I guess it burns a ton of fuel on liftoff. And it says for them, the solution was found by mixing ammonium perchlorate propellant with an oxamide inhibitor. That's how I pronounce everything right, hopefully. Well, it's kind of cool to see it evolve really fast. It makes you wonder, is there any FPV drone racer who would ever dare to fly something that fast? I wonder where you could even fly that for even practice or fun. And then the last interesting news I read, it had something to do with a fitness blogger where she made some kind of statement about cancer, like how things like that and diseases actually help your body, so it's good. And basically she's getting a lot of backlash of it apparently. It says here, in the person's own words, "Allow me to possibly challenge your beliefs about cancer and other diseases. What if they were created by the body to help save you? What if disease is your body's survival mechanism?" She continued. "Being open-minded and changing your perspective around what disease actually is and why it's happening will allow you to take back control of your health and realize that your body is always working for you and never against you." Okay, I'm no doctor, but usually with things like perspectives, like as weird as it sounds, I like hearing other people's perspectives just to understand viewpoints, why they think the way they do. But honestly, I don't know what to say about this. Just makes me think of yesterday when I talked about things like stereotypes and the information people get. This is why I usually like reading a bunch of different opinions and then basically put the facts together and try to determine what is the accurate piece of advice or information you should go with, as opposed to just blindly saying, okay, this person says so, let's do it. And again, it makes me wonder if the person just did this on purpose, just to create, I guess, publicity and controversy. What should a drone flyer do next? Say drones cure cancer afterwards? Maybe that's the solution. Okay, it's starting to rain now. Here's the shots that I got today. Alright, see you guys later.